You gotta love these freaking liberals, you know. So I called up the, I finally know what this is all about. And I called up, you know, I didn't know before what this is all about. And it's full of lies, by the way. But I called up the Pennsylvania, and I said, how can I go proceed with an adultery case? Because, you know, the woman I was with clearly admitted that she was in a sexual, intimate relationship with me while she's still married to the kid's father. Still, it's legal. She didn't want to do the divorce for his mental health, suicidal. She tends to have that effect on men. This person is, because I went through a depression too. It's like, that's a pattern that the judge needs to look at. Why are the men you're in life get so low that they don't want to live anymore? What are you doing to them? What kind of destruction? So that's something that needs to be brought up. But, you know, you got to love Pennsylvania. Of course, Philadelphia is like the most atheist city in the freaking America. And the lady says to me, just because she's still married doesn't mean she can not have a boyfriend. It's her choice. I said, oh, really? Wow. You got to love it. Nothing can be done for adultery. I mean, it used to be a crime from what I understand, and even here in the U.S., but it's all good now. Just because somebody's married, they can still have a boyfriend. Sick people, sick court laws, sick. The people who, you know, the women are the most sicko ones because they don't have any fear of God in them. You know, they think they pretend, but the spiritual law is coming for all of us. And more importantly, the day we meet our Lord. So, I mean, I don't know how they think they're going to get. They might get away with it in this life, but how are they going to get away with it when they stand before the Lord, really? I mean, you won't even be able to see his beauty. You won't even be able to call on him. But no worries. No worries. Not even one shred of evidence. It's a shame that these courts operate by the Duluth model of feminism, that men are always the aggressors and women are always the victims. Not one shred of evidence. Little tiny evidence or none at all. You could serve some orders like that. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, I hope that the conservatives come out more like, you know, we see because of Biden destroying the country, and that, you know, people are starting to catch on that liberalism is a mental disease, mental illness. And they changed some of these laws, you know, with men's rights activists fighting for it, and that's for sure. And there's too many men in the graves because, you know, they just, can you imagine? For me, it's no big deal. I'm laughing at this. But you can imagine a man who was living with the woman at the time, what this kind of thing does to him. He immediately has to move out. You know, if he doesn't have family in the area, then he has to go pay for a place to stay. I mean, the women who do this are just wicked, really wicked. And when they stand before their Lord, I'd love to really just ask him for, like, you know, a seat. Like, this is the real courtroom, and just watch this. But not one ounce of fear of God in them to do this. And you know, I don't have anything with that person. No kids, no nothing. So, thousands of miles away. Don't even know the address. This is all made up, all fake, because of the fact that I said I was going to go see the dad, you know, the father, maybe even pay for his divorce because, you know, he seemed to be so destroyed. All the bad, all the nasty, negative, and the back talk that, or what is it called, like gossip and you know, trying not to protect his reputation. I didn't want to hear that, by the way. I don't want to hear it. I always used to say, I don't want to hear it. He's not here to defend himself. I don't want to hear it. Protecting the guy. I mean, his kids wouldn't even say that. I mean, they don't care that he's being, like, smashed or his reputation is being tarnished. I said, I don't want to hear it. But